Hey, hello, beautiful people. I just wanted to take a minute uh, this morning and tell you a story that has a little bit to do with the Covington High School thing that happened in DC, but a lot more to do probably with just my experiences with Native Americans. But at one point, I had some friends that were Native American, and I was in a band with them, a reggae band with a bunch of three other guys that were all Native American. It was fun and all that, but one of the main things I took away from that experience was their hatred for Catholics. And it was me being a Buddhist, it was sort of hilarious to me because uh, they just had the biggest idea in their head was that the whole Catholic Church is just a bunch of hogwash, mumbo jumbo, made up stuff, and that they were horrible bigots and racist. And I mean, they just went on and on. They actually expressed more hatred towards the Catholic Church than Rastafarians I had met before. So that was really a trip. I mean, they weren't as centered on the Pope as Rastas are, but they just hated every Catholic, the nuns, the priests, the church, everything about it. And the funny thing about it is like a couple of times in these things, they would go on to some other spiritual matters in their discussions. And one time, just to show you I don't know, I'll call it hypocrisy, but maybe it's not. But one of the things that was really funny to me was they were complaining, just making all three of them just making wild accusations about the Catholic Church and telling me how much they hated them and everything. And then they started talking about somebody had sent one of them a rock in the mail, and this rock was cursed. And the guy went on and on about ever since he got this rock. By the way, this guy was a super awesome guitarist, but a nice guy. But anyway, the thing is that he said that ever since he got this rock, nothing had went right in his life. That he had met nothing but misfortune and bad luck, and that his wife had even become ill because of the influence of this rock that he had received in the mail. So he said it was like a hatchet head, a stone hatchet head, and I was like, the guy was really serious about this shit. So I was like, man, well, fuck, I'll get rid of it for you, because he didn't want to touch it to go get rid of it, or he felt like if he got rid of it, that it wouldn't make the curse go away. It would just keep returning. I think he told me, if I remember right, and this might be fanciful remembrances, but that he tried to get rid of it and it just kept showing back up. So this shit was magical to him, okay, and it was real as it could be. So that's just my experience, and so I wasn't surprised myself. Now I'm from Louisiana, so Louisiana has a lot of Catholic influence. Maybe these guys grew up and their whole lives went to Catholic school, and just really that's they did meet some racism with this, because definitely the Catholic Church is involved in suppressing Indian culture, Native American culture, whatever you want to call it, for a long time. And I mean, if you want to just go back into the history, they were responsible for colonizing the United States to a great extent. So I get what they're saying and everything, but I wasn't surprised to see some Native American getting up in the face of some Catholic kids, because that's just how much they hate them. They don't give a single, okay? They just don't about that. When it comes to the Catholics, nope, they're given, and they just go right at them, as far as I can see. Especially a guy like this phony, recon Marine fridge repair man from that says he was a Vietnam vet. I mean, I don't know where all this is going to end, but I think some heads should roll, man. This should be the death knell of the whole. I mean, they can keep having a business and people can keep buying the papers, but for them acting like they have moral high ground, or they're actual journalists at this point in the mainstream media, is just a joke. So anyway, that's my little story about Catholics and Native Americans, and I hope you enjoyed it and that it has some meaning to you. It certainly has something that's affected me my whole life. I've thought about it a lot of times because they were that crazy about it. They were like, some people hate Jews, and blame the Jews for everything. That's how these Native Americans were about the Catholics and the Catholic Church. So I got a feeling Mr. Nathan Phillips, or whatever his name is, because he went in the military under some other name, I got a feeling that he might be part of that too. All right. So have a nice day. You too. See ya.